Hello dear friends, let's continue our series with tips for practice and for improving the technique. This week we're going to focus on the left hand technique, and one of the things that I have learned teaching young students is that one of the most important things to remember is not to hold the violin with our hands, but to really spend enough time until we get really comfortable with the position of the violin. Is a rather uncomfortable position and it takes time. Sometimes it does help if you take the left hand of the child and you rest it on the right shoulder, because that lifts a little bit the shoulder and makes the position of the violin a little bit more stable and a little bit more comfortable. But I would suggest that you spend enough time until the child is used to holding the violin with the shoulder, not with the left hand, because the effect of holding it with the left hand is exactly what we do not want when we play the violin. This position, which I call the position with the pancake, and it really works because it makes the child smile and reminds him of something very sweet and nice to eat, is something that it really deteriorates the tuning, and we really want to make sure that from the very beginning we play in tune. It's very important to kind of keep the hand and to remember that the hand needs to be straight from the fingers to the elbow. And I have noticed that with little children it's always nice to have little stories and to tell them that the position of the hand is to be straight, but how can a child know when it's straight? And I always say, "Ooh, there is a pancake. I don't want to play the violin with the pancake, I want to eat it." And then, or if it's the opposite, because some of them are inclined to do this because they think that this is straight, but I always exemplify that, "Oh, this is a duck face. I don't want a duck face. Are you talking to the duck?" So it's always nice to make little stories so that the child remembers that the hand position is to be straight, not in extremities, so that we don't have an extension or a lot of movement from the wrist. If you ensure a straight hand, the tuning, I can guarantee, will be in tune. All the fingers naturally fit into the right tuning, into the right space, that from the beginning you will have students that play in tune. There are two ways to get this. First of all, please don't jump stages. Make the child comfortable with the position of the violin on their shoulder, not holding it with the hand. It really pays off in the long term. I know it's a little bit difficult, but use the lateral thinking, use other things that will make them interested in music while they are holding the shoulder. Maybe put a little music, or maybe you play the violin yourself, but don't jump the stages, because in the long run they learn much better and solid technique. This is a tip for this week. Maybe next week we'll talk a little bit about the position changes and how to make them easy. Thank you.